This summer, one of Hillsborough Police Department's canine officers will retire. His name is Samson, and he is a 9-year-old Australian-born German Shepherd. Samson's handler is Corporal Michael Fouché, who is in his 11th year of service with the police department. He and Samson have worked together since 2006. While Corporal Fouché works in his office, Samson waits in the police car. They drive through Hillsborough on patrols together, and when a call comes in, Samson begins to scrape his feet on the bottom of the car and bark. He knows when something is about to happen. But often, calls result in little or no action. Corporal Fouché discusses a situation with young Officer Shalenza. Between patrols, Corporal Fouché and Samson take walks down Churton Street, where Samson receives a stockpile of adoration. He gets treats in Purple Crow books, at Spiral Studios, and at Carolina Fishing Game. Outside Weaver Street Market, Corporal Fouché and Samson run into Holly Reed. Holly and Corporal Fouché talk about high school track meets. Fouché's daughter, now a medical student, was a sprinter. Holly's daughter runs long distance. But both police dogs and officers are professionals. In a moment, they can switch out of an easygoing, playful mood into fast, serious workers. Even on walks, the pair does not forget this. Corporal Fouché never permits Samson to lead on his leash. When he snaps on Samson's vest, Samson becomes a working dog. He will sniff out drugs, track a stashed gun, chase down a dangerous person, and bite on command. In a training session, Samson is hot on the trail of a person he's been told to track. He finds someone in the bushes. It is Officer Shalenza. Samson attacks Shalenza fiercely upon order. When the officer drops the protective arm cover he wore for the session, Samson growls at it. But soon after the task is completed, all officers return to a light-hearted mood. Samson always looks for a toy to play with after tracking down a subject, Corporal Fouché says. Similarly, Fouché and Shalenza tease each other after the training session. Although Samson is a fearsome attacker, he can be incredibly gentle. Outside Kelsey's cafe one morning, he earned the affections of a baby named Sadie. Like Samson, Corporal Fouché must switch quickly from play to work. One night on patrol, he and Officer Hemingway joke and tease each other over dinner at Vinnie's. Less than 1 hour later, they receive a 911 call that a woman has been robbed at a safe deposit box at a nearby bank. The thief escaped on a bike, leapt off it, and dashed for the woods where he was run down and cuffed by Officer Shalenza. The officers regrouped in a parking lot after the arrest, and Shalenza, still breathing fast, recounted the chase to the other officers. They called him the hero. When Corporal Fouché told a friend at a nearby gas station about the robbery, his words were few and his voice was serious, a stark contrast from his manner on his Churton Street strolls. Before he became Samson's handler, Fouché worked in community policing. This job often brought him to Hillsborough's Section 9 housing. In addition to patrolling, Corporal Fouché takes Samson to visit elementary school children when he teaches them about police dogs. Samson is a working dog, he tells students at Cameron Elementary. Corporal Fouché has told Officer Nash to hide Samson's toy in the woods behind the playground. Samson will find his toy, he tells the children. Corporal Fouché gives the order, Samson sets off, and they watch. When he returns, toy in mouth, they gather around the dog, and Corporal Fouché reminds them not to overwhelm him. Kids are always most interested in guns or dogs when they meet police officers, Corporal Fouché said. Detective Solomon comes outside the police station as Corporal Fouché prepares to take Samson on a morning walk one day. A pet for a moment, Samson does not want to put on his leash. "Why don't you play with your baby?" Detective Solomon says. Corporal Fouché said she buys toys for Samson and the department's other police dog, Talon. Fouché agrees and he and Samson play fetch. An inherent love of play is actually vital to a police dog's success, Corporal Fouché said. Their training to sniff, track, and chase is all fueled by play drive. They find a dog who loves to play.